John is pragmatic and lost and and broken. And I think that he wants to be none of those things, but has got used to being all of them. So his driving force is really to try and repair something that he thinks is broken, but he's got so in a habit of being that person that he's almost lost the tools. He's also certainly lost his ability to think rationally, which I think is a major thing for him. He wants to be someone who comes up with the goods, he wants to be someone who knows what they're talking about, but he is ever so slowly, the big reservoir of neglect inside of him is making that impossible. So he's sort of running from his own life at the moment. Maybe hoping that by leaving his own life, he'll be able to see it better, to maybe manage it somehow. But I also think he's sort of unconsciously looking for all the things that he's lost in his life, like his love, also his sense of who he is. And I suppose he has created himself, like a lot of people have, through work, through very normal society things like being married or owning a house or possessions, things around him. So it's almost narcissism, but he's lost all of that. All of that means nothing, and so he's now trying to replicate that somehow. And I think he is in this play just at the peak of the idea. He hasn't made any real discoveries before the play, but he does know that something has to change. The process of this play, or getting this play together for me, has been interesting, because I normally I would like to start off the play, like even in the first read, with some strong ideas and see sort of how they go. And this play is an interesting mix of comedy and also drama. And particularly with comedy, sometimes you just play the rhythm and it will kind of work. But this play is very intriguing, and I've really pulled back off that way of working on the play, because the discoveries are very peripheral, I suppose. It feels like everything is happening on either side of you. So what happens is that the more you're in the play, the more you know about the play, but it's never in the front of your mind. It's never a conscious thing. And even though the play is very real, in so much as we're people in a hotel, everyone's very normal, everyone's very obvious and average, really. But there's the sort of a strange, haunted feeling to everything, and that lives in between the words, and that lives in between the characters, and it's actually what makes this play interesting. So you, as an individual actor, can't really make any hard and fast decisions, because you've got to keep listening to what's happening in the room. And so that means that, the more time we spend in rehearsals, the better I feel like I can sort of pitch it, and it's like all the actors are making subconscious agreements on how to listen to each other. Because some of the dialogue off the page feels really funny, and then you kind of get further into it, and it's still funny, but it just drops down to such sadness. And that's complex subconscious work.